coming to you live from the Introvert Not So Secret Overground base. It's the Introverts Supercast with Beatbox Ton.
Hey.
And I'm your host, DD Mega Doodoo.
Oh my god. Mangudu.
No. I'm pretty sure she said Mega Doodoo.
No, second time. Oh god, it's terrible.
Okay, so, wow. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
How have you been?
How have you been?
So, all right, Ton, we're back. We took a little... I got the giggles. The gaggles. So we're back for another episode of the Introvert Supercast. Let's get serious. Let's talk about games. That's a serious thing.
It's really hard when you're making that face.
All right.
Let's talk about games.
Yeah. So how have you been?
Been good.
You've been busy, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've just been lounging, son. But what have you been? Let's kick things off, Ton, with what are you playing, stranger?
All right. Well, right now that's a shorter list than what I'm not playing.
So. Oh, I know. We all know what you're playing. It's the digital melatonin.
That's what it was. We couldn't remember it last time. Yeah, I've been playing Animal Crossing, New Horizons. And it's weird because I don't play it the way I did initially. So now I just kind of get on, see what's in my shop, and buy the Halloween stuff. I don't know if they're even calling it Halloween, but I just get on and buy my stuff, and then I just kind of like throw it wherever. So I haven't even decorated my island for Halloween. It's just kind of like thrown in one spot. And I'm like, okay, cool. So, you know what? The next time I play, I'm going to go ahead and start decorating all of my villagers' houses for Halloween and decorate the whole island and make it look real cool and have a pumpkin patch and do all this stuff. And I'll probably do that maybe a day or two before Halloween.
So
if I get to do it at all.
I'm seeing a pattern here. It's kind of like in the bedroom when
I was going to say like our room.
I'm like, hey, can I throw this away? No, I need it. For what? Like, since we moved here, we've never used that. And you're like, but we need it. And I'm like, okay, I'll just leave it there.
It's the same exact thing because I throw everything in my storage, and I didn't even have any room in my storage. So I was throwing things all over the island floor, and I'm trying to clean that up. So yeah, it's
You know what? That's probably useful. Let's say if we were to hire a maid, we can ask the maid, can we see your Animal Crossing world before we hire you?
Yeah.
And then when we look at the world, we say, yeah, you know what? We can't use you.
I thought you said you'd have her clean up my island also.
Yeah, we can do that too. Say, you know what?
Please.
We're going to pay you this much to clean up her world and then this much to clean up the house.
Yes.
But that's cool. So I'm curious, how many hours have you logged into this game?
I don't know. If I knew you were going to ask me that, I would have been a little bit prepared. I have not looked at my hours.
The next episode, you'll tell us. Well, I'll ask you again, what are you playing? And we'll see if it's still Second Life.
It will be because Halloween's coming up and I have to collect candy every single day to be ready for the big day.
You know, Cooking Mama has missed out on an opportunity because they could have just made like Baby Mama.
Did you say Baby Mama?
Yeah, Baby Mama. They could have made Baby Mama or something, and then you just raise your kid.
They did have that.
Yeah, but
it was Babysitting Mama.
But imagine like Animal Crossing where you raise your kid and you're actually raising.
And then you get points.
And then you're like, how long have you been playing? Well, my son is 18 now. It's like, whoa, you went there. You know, and that way that'd be kind of interesting. But terrible though.
Well, speaking of terrible, I did have something terrible happen to me on Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Oh, please share.
So anyway. There comes a point where no matter how straight and narrow you try to be on the game, there comes a point where you're like kind of give in to doing things you shouldn't be doing. I don't time travel. I did that towards, probably after a couple of thousand hours on New Leaf, but I still refuse to time travel on this one, which I think there really aren't any I don't think there's anything bad that happens if you do. I don't know. But I I collected the cards, all of those Animal Crossing cards, and I never wanted to get rid of them, even though there was really no use for them. In some of the games they had the use, but it was just kind of, it wasn't even worth it. But
Don't tell me, were you on Animal Crossing Tinder, aka Discord?
yes. So I really, 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 really wanted the new characters that you can't get cards for. And I ended up getting Judy, and I wanted Raymond. So I went ahead and made a deal with somebody. And it wasn't even for Nook Mile tickets, that's like gold there. It's like you'll say, I'll give you like 1,000 Nook Mile tickets, 2,000 for Raymond or whatever. And he's like, I just need building materials. So I'm like, okay, cool. I have, showed him a picture of my inventory. And he's like, okay, yeah, cool. I'll go over there, but I'm going to have to go to your town first, or your island. I still call it town. So get it, and then come back, and then I'll give you a code to come to my island. And I was like, that's kind of weird, but the Animal Crossing community is a really good community. So I was like, maybe I'm just being paranoid, and maybe he's doing something shady on his end. I don't care how he's getting Raymond. I just want Raymond. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I went ahead and just was like, all right, cool, whatever. So I kind of blocked off certain areas that you couldn't get through on my island just because I was being kind of weirded out. And sure enough, he got my building materials, my young bamboo, all of that stuff. Thank God I didn't give him my gold nuggets. Oh, I didn't have any. Okay. And that was it. There was no other contact or anything, no further communication, and he just bounced.
Dang, so you got ganked?
Yeah. But you know what's pretty cool? I tell you about the Animal Crossing community. I went ahead and told everybody kind of be careful. I just got, not robbed, but.
You got. Oh, it didn't do it, did it?
Nope.
Oh, that's why. You got ganked?
That was terrible. I was like, what is going to happen?
You son of a.
So, but I went ahead and went on there and told them, this is what happened and blah, blah, blah. And, I had a couple of people say, hey, don't worry. I got you. I'll take you some stuff. And I'm like, okay, what can I give you? And they're like, don't worry about it. I'm like, no. I'm the type of person that I'm like, I have to give you something. If you're going to lend me something or give me something, I'm like, here, take something back. So it was cool. And then guess what? The next day,
okay,
Raymond moved in my town, my island. But so I'm like, I don't know if he did something weird and he ended up being there because that was too coincidental.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know how that stuff works.
I don't know either, but
yeah,
he's on my island now.
Do you like him?
I love him.
His personality?
He's
cool?
smug.
Oh, really?
That's his personality type, but I know you disagree, but he's my David Bowie, so.
Is he?
Good. Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Well, that's a pretty cool story.
Cool story.
I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Animal Crossing. What is it? How many? That's 3 minutes of Animal Crossing. All right. That's an Animal Crossing minute with Beatbox Ton. All right. So I haven't been playing much because I've been getting the studio ready, the not so secret overground base, and I like the way it's coming out. I've done a lot of little things, and I can't wait to hit the podcast, full force, because we got a lot of ideas and plans.
You're pointing at things as if everyone can see what you're pointing
at. Oh, they'll
at.
see. They'll see. It's my Mount Rushmore of video games. But, yeah, so I got close to beating Ghost of Tsushima. And then I just stopped. And then I was playing, you got to play Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk is just one of those things that I would play with the crew back then, and it was just so magical. But I pumped the brakes, and then what's coming out? Pikmin is coming out like pretty soon, like in 2 weeks. So I got to get ready for that because I almost beat it on the Wii U. I put 2 days with my boys, and we put 16 hours into it, and I got to the last boss, and then I was burnt out because I had put just 2 days of grinding through the whole thing.
16 hours and you were burnt out.
It's one of those things. I don't know.
I don't even know I don't want to tell you how many hours I put into Animal Crossing. Okay.
But I'm excited to try it again and then get all the way to the end again to just finish it. But I enjoyed it. I'm just worried about the motion controls and stuff. So I didn't download the demo because I don't care. You know why? I got too many things on my plate right now to focus, on a little demo. And I hear that if you play the demo, you get some perks for the game, I think. So I'm like, I'll get it soon. But that's all we've been playing. What are you laughing at, Ton? What is...
These headphones look like cat ears. Sorry.
Meow.
I'm just watching you talk and I was like, so weird.
So that's what we've been playing. But let's go ahead and get into some news.
Let's do the news. Okay, so check this out.
Word.
GameStop and Microsoft are partnering up. And it's supposed to be a multi-year partnership. And this is going to start before the release of Xbox Series X. And I guess what Microsoft wants to do is put some of their stuff inside of GameStop, kind of like their Surface notebooks. And they're also reported to be like Dynamics 365 and stuff like that. So that way they'd be their own kind of little Best Buy.
Gross. Like those
Apple
Samsung islands you see at Best Buy. That's gross. Yeah. Well, I mean, when's the last time you've been in a GameStop?
Oh, God. I don't remember.
Yeah, I just don't go to GameStop. I just don't go. And I feel bad for the employees, but they're always pushing that stuff on you. Like, hey, do you want to get this your membership expired? You want to renew it? And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't shop here.
Yeah, and they're forced to. I mean, they have to do that, and it's unfortunate they have to do it.
But their whole demeanor changes when you say, like,
oh, I know.
No, I'm good. All of a sudden, you're like, hey.
They don't want to help you anymore.
You're being mean now.
I don't know if it's just ours.
Yeah, but I feel bad for him. But, hey, I mean, my son worked there, and he hated it. He hated it. But this is like the final. Well, I guess they're being put on life support for a while because they're putting. It used to be like a video game store, and then they started putting all sorts of weird things in it. Like cell phones.
Oh yeah, I remember
and
that.
iPads, and I was like, huh?
Well, what's weird is that they're going to be walking around with Surface devices in their hands.
Oh, it's so awkward.
Yeah, and then they're going to be getting customers' information to the Microsoft's cloud-based platforms. Yeah, so that's going to be weird.
Yuck.
But what's going to help them out is that, like, they're going to get a piece of Xbox revenue, like, through the digital sales.
Oh, so they made a deal like, hey, you push this stuff and we'll give you a bit of the digital sales. Yeah,
and remember for the longest time we were like, how can everything go digital? And like back in the day when we did our first podcast, we're like, there's no way everything's going to be all digital. Like, and GameStop's going to close down if that's the case. But no, like now they're like, okay, so if Microsoft's like, well, if I can go ahead and do some type of brick and mortar, well, let me go through GameStop and make a deal with them and have them kind of work for us, They
probably got a really good deal because GameStop's probably like, please, we'll do it for nothing. Next to nothing, sir.
I don't know how they're going to do that, to be quite honest.
Oh, man. I don't like GameStop, but hey, good on them, I guess. I don't sell my games. Although, what did I sell the other day? Did I sell Last of Us 2? Oh, I did sell The Last of Us 2. I didn't like that game.
I can't remember. I know I went to GameStop for something, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. And it was probably still like a month ago, and to me, that's a long time ago, but I don't remember what it was for.
A gift, maybe?
I don't know.
A cup, a Zelda cup. You brought a mug home the other day.
I got that. I think I got it at Ross. Should I say that? Oh, well.
Gross. Just kidding.
I know, actually, yes, it's gross.
All right, so that's enough of GameStop booze.
Hey, GameStop, Ross, same thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much nowadays.
All right. Well, okay, so we'll go ahead and shift gears to some PlayStation news. And PlayStation support had listed the PlayStation 4 games that are not going to be compatible on PlayStation 5.
Okay.
Let's see here. DWVR, Afro Samurai 2, TT Isle of Man, Just Deal With It.
Boo.
Shadow Complex Remastered.
Oh, that's a good one.
Robinson the Journey.
No.
We Sing.
No,
Hitman
trash.
Go,
Hitman
Definitive
Go.
Edition.
Hitman Go. That's that weird, like iOS game, I think, or like.
You're thinking of Pokemon Go. I'm just
No,
kidding.
no, 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 no. Yeah. So Shadow Complex. That's Nolan North. He made that voice. He's the character, the main voice character.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, voice actor. That's a great game. I enjoyed it.
Well, not going to be on, not compatible with PlayStation 5.
I'm not gonna die.
Shadwin and Joe's Diner.
Oh, yeah, no, that's trash.
That's it.
They shouldn't have even announced these games and just let people like come out and go, I can't
What
play this
happened
game.
to that game?
Yeah, no, nobody wants to play that game.
They also did announce that PlayStation 5 is not going to record your voice chat. So, yeah, Ask PlayStation UK had tweeted out confirming to somebody saying that the notification, there's like a pop-up notification, and they said that it advises you that other users may be recording your voice conversation, but they don't record party chats.
Oh, yeah, I remember people were getting a little upset because they thought that, they're going to be doing the whole A word, aka Alexa, and how it's constantly listening to you, your cell phone. So they're like, Sony's doing it too.
I thought you were gonna say that's when you do the quack.
Oh,
Oh. Thank you.
but yeah, I mean, I don't care. Everything's listening at this point. Everything's listening, and I wouldn't be surprised if when you accept the terms and conditions or agreement,
Fine print.
yeah, they're listening to you. But well, I guess they're not. Wink,
Or they're
wink.
not recording it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it said.
Oh, maybe they're. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. No biggie.
Yeah, that they don't record it. No, it didn't say anything about listening. Hey, so we did watch that PlayStation UI
Oh my
reveal.
gosh, that looks so sexy.
Sid Schumann kind of walked us through that.
Oh, Farm Fresh Sid Schumann, you go, boy.
Every time I go somewhere, I see Farm Fresh. I'm like, "Aw,
I know.
Sid."
I remember I got weirded out when I saw him smoking. I was like, oh, Sid? And I'm like, oh yeah, he's a normal guy. But it was just a weird thing for me because
You're so weird.
yeah, I know. It was a weird thing. It's
Yeah, that
a
is
weird,
weird.
it was kind
I
of
mean,
like,
it's weird that you got weirded out.
yeah, because I hear his voice, and I'm like, oh, and then I see him, he kind of moved aside. And
What?
and I was
You're
like,
normal?
wait a minute. He's smoking.
Oh my God.
He's such a nice.
Probably one of those things he doesn't want everyone to know, and you just like totally like,
Yeah.
hey guys, guess what?
Well, he was smoking crack. That's why I was.
Oh,
weird.
shut up.
I'm just kidding. I love that guy.
So it's kind of cool because now when you hit the the PlayStation button, it takes you to the control center, and it has these things like set
Windows,
up
like
across. They're
tiles?
called cards.
Oh, okay.
And I was tripping out because he was talking about he was going through the new Little Big Planet, and they were called activities, and you can kind of see kind of snippets of like that area or kind of things you have to do to pass a certain part
Oh yeah,
of
like
an
the
area.
trophies and stuff. But some
Was
of that
it
stuff.
trophies?
Yeah, I think so. Or maybe how on Little Big Planet there were a lot of like bubbles. Mm-hmm. You collect bubbles with little pieces, and there was some that I was like, I don't know what this is. Like I
Yeah.
really want it, and I guess it'll show you where they are and it'll show you how to get to them. But some of that stuff is under a paywall, which is actually
What?
yeah. I noticed that because you'll see a little PlayStation Plus symbol. I thought, wait a minute, and
Oh.
I thought, well, I mean, I guess if you have a PlayStation, you don't have PlayStation Plus. It's kind of like, dude, seriously. But
Oh, well, I didn't know that, but I like that idea because there's some games where, as much as we want to admit it or not, there are times where we get stuck, and what's the first thing we do? We pull up our phone or
Yeah.
pull up something, or like let's
Game
YouTube it.
FAQ, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's going to be like kind of snippets of videos and stuff like that. And it reminded me, was it Bloodborne that you were that you would get stuck on, and you'd
Dude, Bloodborne, it was YouTube and Bloodborne for me, dude, nonstop. I was watching every
Yeah.
boss battle.
But it's cool because you could pin these activities to the side of your screen
Yeah.
while you're doing it, and you
Yeah.
can kind of watch and be like, am I in that spot? And kind
Yeah.
of, I don't know if it's going to make things too easy, but I mean, anyone that says they don't do it,
Well, dude,
I don't know. I don't want to say
No.
everybody does, but
no, there's some
hardcore.
yeah, like Colin Moriarty is a freak of nature.
Yeah.
That guy is obsessive. He's with trophies. So, and I don't think he uses that stuff. Maybe he does, but man, that guy's a freak. But no, the UI looked awesome. It looked so smooth, man. And the only thing I didn't like is it looked. I don't like to have custom dashboards.
Yeah.
I'm a real simple guy. Like I just like my plain dashboard and no bells and whistles, no persona or whatever.
Oh yeah, totally opposite of me.
You know, and I just like it plain. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's got a lot of like I don't know, artwork.
Too much going on?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't want that. I hope I could just kind of customize it. That's what I'm hoping for. But I did love that.
I don't know. He didn't really mention anything like that, but I mean, it was just a kind of an intro, so maybe you can.
Yeah. I like the sounds too. The sounds I was making, they were really neat sounds. I liked them.
Yeah. There were a couple of things that he was talking about that I was like, like the mic is on the controller. So that way, if you get like a party invite or something like that, you can just start talking right away.
That probably sounds like crap.
Well, what I was thinking of, you know how when we'd play like a shooter or something and you'd get into parties and stuff like that, is that going to be a lot more times where people are not going to mute and you're just going to hear the background and stuff like that? Is it going to go into games like that, or is it just going to be like on the chats? I'm kind of curious how that's going to work.
Well, I'm sure a chat is a chat where you can make it private.
Yeah.
So it's just you and your friend.
But is it just going to be chats, or is that mic going to be on when you're joining, not like a personalized party, but when you're kind of like waiting for a game lobby and you get into the lobby? Is
like
it going to be
default, just on? I don't know.
And you know how you'd hear like kids and parents yelling and...
Yeah, we've become so like hermits that we don't even play with like
Randos.
parties. Yeah, we just play with each other. And we'll just put like a private chat for just, I'm in one room and Ton's in the other room, and then like our sons are like in another room, and we just chat amongst ourselves. So that stuff, I don't really social game. Is that a thing?
Yeah, but a lot of people do. So I'm kind of curious. I know it was frustrating when we'd be playing a game and all you hear is like,
you hear
I'm like, do they
domestic
not
violence?
know? Yeah. My God, you hear some crazy things. But that was one of the things that I was kind of curious about. And I'm sure they've kept all that in mind, but I don't know, something to kind of see.
Yeah. It's cool at least that if you don't have a mic or whatever headphones, you can just use the controller.
And then the screenshots and the videos, they can be captured up to 4K on the PlayStation 5.
That's going to eat up your hard drive.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fine, I won't take screenshots.
I know, right?
I'm a sucker for screenshots.
I don't care if you like take them and then just upload them to like whatever, but that's going to eat up your hard drive.
Yeah. But what I thought was interesting too is that the screenshots, now you can like edit them. I don't know what, he didn't show that aspect of it, but you can go in and edit. So I'm like, I wonder what kind of edits can, like maybe speech bubbles. I don't know.
Interesting.
One cool thing that I really liked, because I remember for all of our controllers and whatnot, we would get like those special keyboard attachments.
Oh yeah.
And it was a little faster to type messages and stuff like that. But now this one's going to have voice dictation. On supported on PlayStation 5, so that's a bonus.
Yeah. Who knows how good it's going to be, because you tried the other day, what was the name of that Pokemon? Kyogre.
Oh, yeah.
And you tried
Well,
Kyogre
it's better on Google than it, like, that speech dictation is a lot better than Apple's.
So imagine how PlayStation is going to be. It's not going to be as good as...
What did it say? Key, and then ogre or something. Yeah. Mine said something weird. I don't know.
We'll see how that works.
Yeah. So a couple of other real quick things. Destiny 2 Beyond Light, that's set to launch on December 8th. And Borderlands 3, that's getting a new season pass. And
well, that's kind of, at least I didn't like Borderlands 3. I beat it, but it didn't feel like Borderlands 2 or Borderlands. Yeah. But hey, at least it's going to be supported, and hopefully it runs better on these new consoles, because it runs like crap on the Xbox One X. I think it runs a little better on the X, but I didn't get it on PlayStation 4 because it ran like crap on there. So at least they're supporting it. I'm down, especially since you have it. It's like, hey, just keep playing it. Don't spend more money.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got, Ton?
Let's see here. So, well, with that one, it's going to be Season Pass 2. It's going to have 2 different pieces of DLC, and it's going to be the designer's cut and the director's cut, and also new looks for the Vault Hunters. Designer's cut is going to have a new skill tree for each Vault Hunter and a standalone mode called Arms Race.
Well, it's just sad that these new consoles are being released with nothing to play. So we're just looking forward to playing what we already have on the new consoles. But whatever. I'm excited. I can't wait to get these new consoles, hold them and smell them and open them. I can't wait.
And we did actually.
Yeah, we got both.
Yep. We have both of those on.
We got 2
pre-order.
PlayStation 5s and 1 Xbox One X.
Yeah.
That's what we have so far.
Yeah. That was a challenge, but yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And a quick blurb tossed in here. Xbox Series X's have already been shipping out.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So that looks so awesome, right? They showed the palette full of the boxes. And I was like, dude, I can't wait to grab that box. It's going to look awesome. And now, when I saw that box, I was thinking of the 360 boxes for some reason. But imagine how big that PlayStation 5 box is going to be.
I don't even remember the 360 boxes.
Oh, yeah, I remember them. Yeah, I remember
God,
because
I don't remember them.
there was a shortage of them, and I had to fight with them.
Oh, my God. We were putting up Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I was up on the roof, and I was like, what do you mean you don't have my...
I remember
my
you were
console.
talking to Kirk.
Yeah.
I still remember his
Yeah,
name.
I was like, I need to talk
'Cause
to
he
your
was,
manager and your manager's manager and your...
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the good old days.
Oh, boy. Okay, so let's see here. Speaking of Ghost of Tsushima,
Tsushima.
it's going to have 60 frames per second when played on PlayStation 5.
Oh, yeah, and it's going to be ready at launch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
see what I'm...
Via backward compatibility, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
like I said, we're getting excited to play the games we already have on next-gen hardware rather than playing something new. And it's like, I'm excited to play Miles Morales. I'm excited for that. That'll be fun.
It says that there's going to be a game boost.
Boost mode?
That it's going to allow the performance for the 60
Yeah.
frames per second.
Yeah, they're doing. I've noticed that they're doing patches for like current games, and I'm hoping
Oh.
I don't know. God of War runs great. Give me 60 frames. Give me everything 60 frames, but I want new games.
Yeah.
I already have these and cool, enhance them, but give me some games.
So apparently that you're going to be able to transfer your save data from the PS4 and then to the PS5 and pick up where you left off.
I would have expected.
Be happy.
That. Yeah.
Be happy.
Yeah. That was expected. Come on, like Sony, like, hey, guess what? These games play on this console. Yeah, I know that was expected. So, Xbox does it better though.
All right. Okay, so something else that's kind of cool. How would you like to see Ori in Smash Brothers Ultimate?
Oh man, I would love Ori. I love the way he moves. He's like real, like I don't know, like this sucker's been in gymnastics.
Well,
Oh my gosh, he would be so awesome with his double jump and all those little. Oh man, he'd be sick.
well, Moon Studios would love to see him in there too. So they're asking everybody, Moon Studios is, to tweet head of Xbox to let them know about it. Wait,
Xbox. They should be tweeting Sakurai.
hold on. Fans to tweet. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, it says head of Xbox, but
Oh, it's Sakurai. Oh man,
Yeah.
he'd be a great character along with Travis Touchdown.
why are they telling him to tweet Phil Spencer?
Because he's got the pockets, deep
Interesting.
pockets, cash. Maybe he could swing something, but dude, I want Travis Touchdown, dude. I don't know how he would work in Smash Bros. Because when he charges his sword, he does this weird hand gesture, and
I don't get it.
little
I'm
kids would
just
be
kidding.
like,
I know it.
"What is he doing?"
Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way. I know I sure wouldn't want Zion playing that.
But he's a rad character.
He is, but I know you and I have had this discussion before because I was like, well, they have Bayonetta in there, but yeah, you're right. The charging, that like totally, once you said that, I was like, oh yeah, no. No, I can't. I mean, you'd have to substitute that. And what are you going to substitute it with?
Yeah, I don't know. But I wish he would, like, one of his specials, like, because to save the game, he sits down the toilet and poops. I would love him to, like, wipe his butt and throw, like, toilet paper.
They wouldn't.
Poop.
They really wouldn't. He's too vulgar for
I would love it.
that
Please.
game. No, because Super Smash Brothers is too versatile with their age demographic. So I can't see that happening.
I would love to see it happen.
So speaking of Ori,
Okay.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
So the developers, they're working on a new game, and it's supposed to be Zelda-like, but it's not Ori.
And this is what happened. Breath of the Wild came out, and everyone just loved. They loved that game, and everyone's like, "We got to make one of these." And then next thing you know, they made that one. What is that one? That game the game I had told you about. Gods Among Us.
Genshin Impact or
Genshin Impact.
Immortal.
Yeah, Immortals, Phoenix Rising. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so now these games are coming out because studios have been probably working on something like the Breath of the Wild clone. So now all these studios are like, okay, now ours is out, Genshin Impact. And I still haven't played that. I know it's free to play, but I've been meaning to just download it and play it with Ton. But, you know, she's got her Animal Crossing and she won't let that go. That's like a death grip. If I try to play something else, I don't think so. But yeah, so I think everyone's just making this Zelda clone, and I'm excited because Moon Studios, I loved Ori. It's so beautiful, and the Will-O-Wisps, that's also beautiful. I just don't know how that's
getting into a whole different territory. I'm kind
Yeah.
of wondering how it's gonna turn out.
Yeah, but if Ubisoft can do it, then anyone can do it.
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
So it says, let's see, the lead artist, Daniel Van Leeuwen, said that the new project we're working on is a very different project to what Ori is. So for sure, we'll be able to use a lot of things that we weren't able to use in Ori just because it's a 3D environment. And we're aiming for a few years out. So yes, we are looking at a lot of these next-gen techniques.
So it'll be released like 2022 probably.
Yeah. So he didn't really say too much about it, just saying that I think at Moon we just want to make something that stands out from the crowd to really drive a strong artistic feeling.
Hell yeah.
And for that, we'll have to utilize a lot of techniques that we haven't before.
Well, I'm excited. That'd be great.
Are you? You didn't sound like it.
No, I loved Ori. I thought Ori was a great game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'd like to see that on PlayStation.
Yep. And then also, let's see here. So Fortnite, remember how that was removed from the Apple Store?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so a judge went ahead and said that they're not going to let Apple block Unreal Engine, but it's not going to. So what they're doing is they're standing by their ruling that stops Apple from taking action against Unreal Engine, but
they still can have Fortnite on the Apple Store. Yeah.
So they cannot force Apple to reinstate it.
That sucks, man. That's I don't know. We will see. I know that Microsoft is they're figuring out a way to make Games Pass like on like a web browser. That way they can go ahead and say, okay, well, we're not going to be in your store, but we're going to be on your web browser. So you could play Games Pass on the web browser, which is clever. But it's like, come on, man, make a deal. And I think Microsoft will make a deal because they're putting, I think, Apple TV on Xbox. So I think they're making some deals saying, hey, we'll allow you to do this if we can do that.
Yeah, but I don't get it. Hold on. So,
okay.
Wait.
I'm waiting.
So they're saying that Epic's asking them for a preliminary injunction that would force Apple to reinstate Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and they're just saying, yeah, no. and then it's stopping Apple from taking any legal action against Unreal.
Yeah. So right now, Epic Games is like, my fight money! Yeah.
So they're saying they can't block the Unreal Engine,
Yeah.
but you can't bring back Fortnite.
Yeah. So that's unfortunate for all these kids. Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense.
It is what it is. So at least they can play on a Samsung device, but that's really crappy.
All right. So then, so Xbox Series X has this quote unquote proprietary SSD for backward compatibility games. But apparently that you can use less expensive alternatives.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that's sweet. So that way I could at least, go to Amazon, find a compatible drive.
Yeah, they're saying any SSD.
Oh, that's cool.
So
but these are for the backwards compatibility.
For backward compatibility, yes.
Okay.
On Xbox Series X.
Okay, well that makes sense.
But then it's not proprietary.
Yeah, but I think it's the proprietary drives that work with the Xbox Series X games, but not. So if you buy a third-party drive, it's not going to work with the Xbox Series X games, but it'll work with the backwards compatibility games.
Okay,
so it's
that's
like,
the loophole.
I mean, at least you could get a 4 terabyte or a 5 terabyte drive, throw it in there, throw all your backwards compatibility games on there, and then save the.
Did you say all of your backwards compatibility games?
Why?
Compatible.
Backwards compatible. Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't even realize my brain's just. I'm on cruise control, girl.
But okay, so shifting gears a little bit, there is some sad news. I used to be a really big fan of Level 5, and they're the ones, Professor Layton. And I haven't played a Professor Layton in quite some time. Ni no Kuni, they made Ni no Kuni, Yokai Watch, and
didn't they do Dragon Quest Builders?
Level 5?
Who did Dragon Quest Builders make?
Oh my God, look that up. It's been a while. Well, there's no more operation in North America for Level 5.
I hear that studio's in trouble. That's what I hear. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think they did do that, babe. I cannot think about who did it.
I believe so.
I don't think so.
Dragon Quest.
So, and apparently they departed the company earlier this year.
Dragon Quest.
Wow. So yeah, it's I don't know what's going to happen with Level 5 releases here and how it's going to work, but anything that's going to be released outside of Japan, I don't know how that's going to work, but I know the operations in North America have stopped.
Dang. Yeah, that's not good.
And since August 2019.
Oh, my bad. That was Square Enix.
Square Enix. Oh, I should have known that. I was trying to think of the logo that popped up. But weird. Since August 2019, they had been, the international, Level 5 International America had been running, quote unquote, a skeleton crew.
Yeah. I hear they're there. And that's sad, man. They were actually, I would love to see Professor Layton. That'd be so awesome to see him on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's a perfect platform for Professor Layton.
Mm-hmm. And it's weird, the Yokai Watch, it took off in Japan, but it just didn't do gangbusters here in the States. But, I mean, whatever.
Yeah. And, okay, so what does Nintendo do best?
Sell you peripherals and...
Close.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
Okay. Well, what do they normally do? Like, say if you wanted to make a fan game.
Oh, they straight up cease and desist.
Yeah. So they went after a Zelda fan game for violating copyright. And I was like, oh, of course, that's Nintendo. It was a Zelda fan game made by a team that was led by Mario Modder, Kaze Emanuar. I know I'm totally mispronouncing that. And it had its own website, trailers, everything. All of it was taken down by Nintendo, and it was called The Missing Link. And I was like, that was such a good name. So all taken down.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're really good at that.
Yeah, that's also what is Nintendo good for? We know it.
Yeah, and I heard that Mario 35 was actually like a fan game that they just like, hey, let's cease and desist this and kind of grab that idea, that concept.
I know, right?
So I mean, it's clever. I mean, it's your IP.
Well, I guess what I didn't like was, and I don't know where they're at doing this now, but I know, maybe I don't know if it was a few years ago when it happened, but whenever you wanted to do a video, YouTube video or a walkthrough or a review, and all of those were being taken down or copyright strikes and stuff like that. So I'm just like,
they should just do a 3D Dot Hero style game and then let the person create the little pixel art and then play the game. Mm-hmm. Call it whatever you want.
Yeah. Speaking of Nintendo, there's some new Mario themed goodies on My Nintendo, which was formerly known as
Club Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. I miss that stuff. I think I still have my Animal Crossing posters I got there.
I still have like,
I don't even know what to do with them anymore.
We had so many points. We bought all of it.
Yeah.
Like everything, every poster they had, every 3DS case. Remember they had the little Zelda cases
like,
and
the little drawstring pouches.
Mm-hmm. We got all of them. I got the Hanafuda cards.
Mm-hmm. Handkerchiefs or something too.
Yeah, I got handkerchiefs and
towels.
fans. Remember the fans?
Yes,
you fan yourself down.
But it's so silly now that you look back at it. It's like we collected everything.
I know.
So speaking of collecting everything, they have some really cute Paper Mario. The Origami King origami set of papers. Oh, you know me. I love origami. It's fun. And then they have postcard set for Origami King as well. There's a Super Mario zipper case, which it's...
For a phone or what?
No, it's like one of those round cases, and you unzip it and open it up, and there's coins? Like a little net for headphones. I have a PlayStation one. I don't know if I got it from E3 or something.
Yeah, I've seen those. Nobody uses those.
And then you're supposed to put your little Nintendo cards in there, the games, and I'm like, no way am I going to put mine in there. Yeah, heck no. There's also some Super Mario 3D All-Stars posters. There's also Mario Kart Racer ID lanyard.
Lanyards are cool, I guess.
It's all right. There's Mario Kart Live Home Circuit Decoration Kit. I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, to put it out for the little RC car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Cute. I mean, it's good that they're bringing back some physical stuff.
Yeah. The only thing I never got, and I was so upset, was the Luigi's Mansion figure.
Oh, I vaguely remember that.
Dude, they released it, and I had spent all my points, and I was so pissed. Because we had so many points. I was like, I could have bought that.
Why didn't you get it?
Because I had used up all the points, and then they sold it
on
before
like
I
frivolous
could buy.
stuff?
Yeah, on stupid things.
Yeah, because looking back, it's like, well, I mean, honestly, what would we do with it if we had it now?
I probably would have kept that, put on a
over the
shelf.
other stuff, probably.
Yeah, I like those. I was like, mother. Did that work?
Good. Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
But I was thinking with like my Animal Crossing posters, we had those because we were in the middle of a move, and we kept a lot of our posters in those tubes that they came in.
The Kid Icarus one, Animal Crossing, the Mario 35th anniversary, and the Zelda 35th anniversary ones.
But I remember saying I wanted them framed real nice in the hallway, and then now at this house, now that we moved in, I'm like, no,
they're kind of ugly.
Yeah. And then I wanted them in my bedroom, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
Yeah, no, they're just in tubes in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
It is what it is. All right, so a new PlayStation Store is set to launch on desktop on October 21st and mobile on the 28th, so tossing a quick blurb in there. And the PSN Store is going to be dropping some games for mobile and web by the 21st, and that's going to be all of the PlayStation 3, PSP, and Vita games.
Damn.
That should have been a blurb, but had that under news. So
that's so weird, but I guess you go online, you can't see those games unless you actually are on the consoles. But money's money, dude. Give me all of it, Whatever. I guess Sony doesn't. Maybe they're probably seeing the numbers, and the numbers are probably really low. So they're like, yeah, we don't even, whatever.
Yeah, I still miss my Vita. Am I the only one that still misses my Vita? I love that thing.
For me, is Luminous. That's the
Yeah.
only thing about with my Vita is Luminous and my Vita.
But I played so much on my Vita. I played Persona 4, as I say PlayStation 4. I played Danganronpa. I played everything on my PlayStation, on my Vita. I freaking love that thing. And then you got me the pink one from Japan. I had the first one at launch, and then I had the pink one.
Yeah.
And I was so sad when I just let it go because I was like, what's the point?
I know.
I was so devastated.
Yeah, the moment the Switch came out and you're like, okay, this is dead.
But you know, at that time, it was before the Switch, actually.
Yeah.
But
Sony had dropped it. You
Yeah,
can
they
tell.
did.
The support was gone.
But I think that it still could have had some life. Get it, Vita. I don't know. Like I was like, Get to Room Man would have been perfect.
Yeah, but that Koei doesn't exist anymore, so they couldn't get that game, unfortunately.
That's true. That would have been beautiful.
It was my indie console because I had Super Meat Boy on it, Binding of Isaac on there. It just had a bunch of great indies, and I don't know why they didn't support just a bunch of indie games and just make it the little indie machine. I would have loved it.
I don't know. I don't know why it didn't.
Well, Sony single-handedly killed it.
It was quite
Those memory cards, holy crap! It was $100 for like a 32 gig. Dude, come on, man. Give me a mic. And I know they didn't want people to pirate, so they didn't allow you to put a micro SD well, people still cracked it. Whatever. We need Dark Alex. Bring Dark Alex back. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I'm just sad now. I miss my Vita. Well, so Kingdom Hearts Melody and Memory demo is available ahead of the game's release next month on November 13th for Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. The demo has been released for the game, so you can go ahead and check that out.
Along with your Pikmin. Pikmin demo.
Did I mention I miss my Vita? Just kidding.
Yeah.
So speaking of, we were going over the PlayStation 5 new UI. And when Sid Shima said, oh my gosh, Shumin.
Who stole the keys to my Beamer?
When Sid Shumin had signed in, too many S's. Did you notice what name he was signing in under and what the icon was?
Yeah, so there's some talk. And of course, it's just wishful thinking. Guerrilla Games. They use the icon of Killzone, which I think that's a default icon.
Yeah, it was.
But the name that he signed in under was
Scotty Kenzo.
And I didn't know this. I don't love the Killzone franchise. I enjoyed it, and I don't know. I like it because it reminds me of PlayStation, like PlayStation 2, 3, Vita, yeah. Liberation was Vita, right? I think it was Liberation. I think so. I'm not sure. Whatever.
I don't remember that name. I don't remember Liberation.
But remember when we saw Killzone 2?
I remember I played it, though.
And they had us put on the 3D glasses, and they showed Killzone 2, and it was me, you, Prince of Ponage, Brother B. And we were like, oh my gosh, because they were showing us Killzone 2 3D.
Vaguely.
Oh, it was so cool.
Is that bad that I don't remember that?
Yeah, because that was a pretty neat experience.
Damn, how do I not remember this?
So there's rumor or wishful thinking that maybe they're going to make... They're hiring.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, they are. So, but, I mean, I think a Killzone is kind of... It goes without saying when there's a system release. I mean, you remember they had that gun peripheral with the Move controllers.
Oh yeah. Was that wasn't Killzone?
Yes, it was.
Oh, you're right.
That was in 2010.
That was so weird.
Because I remembered I got that in 2010. I remember exactly where we were, and I was like, it's cool and all, but I think I went back to the controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of think it goes without saying it was on the Vita. It's on all the system launches, and if they're hiring, I think it kind of goes without saying, but I don't think this was really meant to be a hint at it. So Scotty Kenzo is based off a character named Kenzo Hakan. I'm usually really good at names. I don't know what's wrong with me today. in the game who leaked tracking information for another character. I don't know. This kind of goes on and on, but it can be. But I think it's more kind of goes without saying regardless.
Well, I love Horizon. I'm a huge fan of Horizon. Horizon 2, I'm excited for it. I think I would be more excited if it was exclusively on the PlayStation 5 and not PlayStation 4 and 5 because it feels like it's half-baked. You know, like, let's make it for 4 and then we'll make it a little prettier for 5. Where I'm like, no, give me exclusive PlayStation 5 built from the ground up, you know? But I want them to take a break and maybe give me a Killzone. That way the studio can, you know, rotate the way they did The Last of Us and then Uncharted, even though that was kind of like the same game.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like Last of Us Uncharted out now, where I want them to go back to Jack and Daxter. That would be awesome.
Well, I know you were mentioning about Guerrilla Games hiring and stuff, and it says they're adding 150 staff, and they're working on new titles and games based on existing titles. So I don't know. I guess we'll kind of see because I know that one of the teams is working on a shooter. So
hell yeah, give me some.
They're also saying it could be SOCOM.
SOCOM. That was done by. I can't think of the team. That was fun. I'm not sure if it would do well though. It's one of those games where like, yes, bring it back because you have fond memories, and you go, oh yeah, I remember that game. Sounds okay.
Yeah, I don't know, because I know it says Guerrilla Games second team, so it's working on a shooter. It could be SOCOM, it could be Killzone, or maybe that's a whole other team. I'm not entirely sure.
I used to play Killzone with Bagel Man.
Did you really? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You played Killzone with him?
Yeah, online. We were trophy hunting because some of those had online trophies.
I don't remember you playing it that much.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. If the controls always felt a little off. I don't know what it was. It didn't feel tight. And I'm like, why does it feel so kind of floaty? Kind of like Sackboy.
I know you hate that.
Yeah, it drives me nuts.
So there's also, I'm kind of going back to Smash Brothers mod that allows you to download and install skins directly from Minecraft. Oh, yeah, from
Minecraft. I saw that where you can actually log in to like your Java account and upload skins, which is cool. That's actually really cool.
With the Java. Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was neat.
Yep. And it says like they're like special packs with like characters, Banjo-Kazooie, Joanna Dark. I don't know who that is. Master Chief and Super Mario. Joanna is probably the girl character, but it's a different.
Is it from Perfect Dark? Maybe that's her name. I didn't know her name. That's cool.
That's neat. So PlayStation 4 also has their Halloween sale going on now. And it has, it has Days Gone. Resident Evil 2.
Oh, so good. That's really good.
What? There was a Blair Witch game? How come I don't remember this? Death Stranding. So instead of $40, it's $30. I didn't play it.
Yeah, you're not missing out.
Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. There's Devil May Cry HD Collection, Devil May Cry 5.
I enjoy Devil May Cry.
Diablo
Deus
3.
Ex. Diablo 3, that's a good game.
Doom Eternal.
Kind
of skipping over.
Julian loved
Did he really?
Doom Eternal, yeah. A lot of people didn't like it. I haven't played it. It's on Game Pass now. October 1st? Yeah, we're in October. It's there.
Wow, Far Cry 3 and 4.
I was Far Cry out, man.
Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
That was the crap one.
Oh, Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville Deluxe Edition.
That's the poo-poo one.
So weird. Like, I was talking to the kids about how much we miss the whole tower defense.
Oh,
Plants
the old
vs.
school?
Zombies. Yes.
Oh, yeah, the old school was so
Totally
good.
missed that.
It
Resident
was fun.
Evil 2, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Witcher
That's a good one.
3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Oh, that's good too.
Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection for $10. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I guess that's a good deal.
Yep. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I prefer them to be $4 though.
These are the games that are actually the ones that I named. Those are all the ones under $20.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I like the $4 games. I'm a real cheap guy.
No. And you were talking about Miles Morales.
Yes.
You know those Air Jordan ones that he sported in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so they're being replaced with high-top Adidas superstars in Insomniac's Marvel's Spider-Man.
That's so
Miles Morales.
hilarious. I mean, I'm not a snicker. I'm not a sneaker.
What's wrong with our
pimp.
talking today?
Yeah, I'm not a
Sunday.
shoe guy, but I know a lot of people are into shoes, and
Especially Jordans.
yeah, for some reason, right? And I don't know. I just like Adidas because of Run DMC.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you told me that in my head, I'm thinking, my Adidas. But I mean, it's not going to affect me at all.
And you know, let's see here. I was reading this and then my brain kind of went off on its own little tangent. So Spider-Man to the Spider-Verse. I don't even remember what I was saying. Never mind. It's late. I don't know. Yeah, that's gone. All right. So Xbox Series X quick resume. That's also going to work after a console reboot.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool because that
Don't have
happens.
any waiting time.
That happens when I come home and I see my keyboard and my mouse pad like lighting up like rainbow, and I'm like, oh crap, we had what is it, blackout or brownout? So that's cool. At least you're like, yeah, my game's still legit, it's still frozen in time.
I was hoping my mind would go back to what I was going to say, but it didn't. So I'm just going to keep going.
So you don't have quick resume then?
No, I don't. My quick resume does not work after a reboot, even without a reboot.
You're not even drinking.
Nope. All right. So Series X and S launch lineup was announced. So we're going to see 30 games at launch. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Borderlands 3, blah, 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 Dirt 5, Forza Horizon 4, Gears 5, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah, those are old games. Those are all
Yeah.
those are launch games.
Yakuza Like a Dragon. Like a dragon. No?
Well, that's Yakuza at least. It's so weird to see it on Xbox.
NBA 2K21, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. All right, so they've already announced what's going to launch.
Yeah.
But speaking of NBA,
I knew you were going to go to
2K21.
NBA 2K. I knew it.
yeah, that's why I kind of had to say that one out loud. So evidently, it's a full price game, but yet the game has unskippable ads.
Mm-hmm.
You want to talk more about that?
Yeah, well, this is the crappy thing, is that, so, you know, like as it is, you're watching YouTube videos and then these commercials are just popping up like crazy. And you're like, dude, this is driving me nuts, right? And then you're like, well, I'm not paying for YouTube Red or whatever it is it's called. And then you buy a game at full price for $60 or $70.
Goes up to 100 because they have the NBA 2K21 honors, or what is it? It's a Kobe Bryant with Mamba Forever edition.
So
let's say you bought the $100 one.
Yeah, and then in between matches or something, you get an unskippable commercial. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? That would drive me nuts. I will say this, and I'll say it once: vote with your wallet.
Yeah,
I know, right?
What are these ads though? Hold on.
I'm sure they're gonna make deals with like T-Mobile or whatever.
Okay, so it's because I know that there are ads for the Oculus Quest 2 that were spotted in there. So are there different ones? Or that's what's been reported, but I'm wondering if we know of any others.
I don't know, but I'm sure you're gonna see all sorts of advertisements.
Yeah. And speaking about the PlayStation 5 DualSense controllers, that it's going to have the voice dictation and, lets you jump in with voice chat and whatnot. It looks like they're already arriving at stores as well.
Out in the wild. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need to pick up one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so excited for this next gen.
Apparently, a Reddit user found the controller listed on a Facebook marketplace for $100. And then someone on Twitter had posted a picture of it in Walmart stock. So it says DualSense controller shipment just arrived at Walmart, and he took a picture of it.
Oh, dude, that's so. I wonder if they're going to allow you to purchase it, because a lot of the stores, the retailers do that because they're kind of dumb and they don't know that, hey, this isn't supposed to be released till this date.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get it and be like, oh, sweet, I scored one. And then you go to pay for it and it says, you can't sell it until this date. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry, we made a mistake, and they take them away from you.
I don't know. I think companies have, I'm sure that's going to happen, but I think it's far and few between now, whereas it used to be a lot easier before. I think it's kind of in the system where it stops you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they've had a lot more training than how it was back in the day when we're like, look what we got. I remember getting like Rock Band ahead of time, or like
I know.
crazy things ahead of time. And we're like, yep. But let's see here. It says, excited to be shipping PlayStation 5 accessories early. Launch date of your pre-order items will now be 10/30/2020. So
that's cool.
Yep.
I can't wait.
All right. So that's the end of our news. So we can go ahead and go into some quick blurbs.
Okay.
Which I had kind of had those sprinkled in the news anyway.
I noticed that.
Insomniac Games has announced Spider-Man Miles Morales has gone gold.
Yep.
And Halo Master Chief Collection update sets up the foundation for cross-gen play for Series X and S.
That's cool. Bring it to PlayStation 4, please.
And actually, I had this, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off about the PlayStation 5 controllers and accessories might be shipping out earlier, which we already have that confirmation. There's also a new Ghost event for Pokemon Go that has Mega Gengar.
I still love and play Pokemon Go every day.
That is your Animal Crossing. There
is no shame in my game. I am catching them Pokemon. I got so many. I hit level 40 a long time ago, and I'm still on that grind.
Yeah, I don't know. And now I'm kind of fading away from it. I'll check it every day, but ugh.
Yeah.
All right. So Microsoft's Xbox Elite Series 2 controller warranty is now no longer 90 days. It has gone up to 1 year.
That's good. Good on them.
Good on them.
Mm-hmm.
Watchdog Legends runs at 40K and 30 frames per second with ray tracing on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But it's a Ubisoft game. Ubisoft. I don't like Ubisoft.
Xbox Games Pass official Twitter account tweeted a pic of what seems to be Rainbow Six Siege.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they're supporting it. That's cool. Mm-hmm. I'm down.
So that might be released on Xbox Games Pass, is what the rumor is. Golden Axe is the working prototype of Golden Axe Reborn.
I know. That made me sad because I'm familiar with all these old Sega IPs, Michael Jackson's Moonwalker, Space Harrier, Toe Jam and Earl, Echo the Dolphin. So when you see Golden Axe, you just remember playing it at the arcade. And although they did release it on 360, and I played it, and it wasn't good, but it's still Golden Axe. So when you saw this, I was like, oh, Golden Axe. Man, what a bummer. But I think it's free. I think they released it for free, so you can actually pick that up on Steam, I think. But, I mean...
Is it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait, which one? Golden Axe?
Yeah, Golden Axe.
Okay, I don't have all that information. I just know that they're going to be celebrating Sega's 60th anniversary.
Yeah. So I saw it, and I just got a little sad, and I was like, man, I'd love to see some of these. Give me some Billy Hatcher. But, whatever.
You also have hopes for something else for the PlayStation 5.
Oh, well, they could talk about this hard drive being super fast and just zippy, right? Yes, super. Give me back some Mod Nation Racers. Mm-hmm. I freaking love that game.
Oh, we had so much fun on that game.
It was so funny, and it was just so much fun to play, and the only drawback was the load times. It took forever.
Yeah, it did, huh?
But I'm not sure if they can make it because that was United Front and Sony San Diego Studios. And United Front's no more. But man, just bring it back. Give us our Mario Kart. And I didn't like Little Big Planet Racer.
I didn't either.
Yeah,
I didn't like
that.
Sonic's either.
Oh, actually, Transform was good.
I didn't play it. I played. Well, no, I lie. I played it like once or twice, and I was good.
Yeah, but come on, Mod Nation Racers, dude, bring it back.
You know what? I wonder when is since they do that and you can have different skins and whatnot on Mod Nation Racers. When do you think Mario Kart would do something like that?
They won't.
Is bring in different, like, why not make it like Super Smash Brothers where you can have different characters? Not that crazy lineup, but why not, like, I'm going to say it, Animal Crossing characters? They did what?
Mario Kart Deluxe. It has the Animal Crossing guide, has Link on it. It has...
Oh my God, I didn't play that.
Well, it was on the Wii U. Nobody played the Wii U.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's on the Switch. We have it on the Switch, but I think they even added the Inklings on the Switch version. But it does. I mean,
I guess I need to revisit.
remember, it does
these
have
things.
Yoshi. It has Donkey Kong. It has Princess. It has Boo. I was going to say McBoo.
McBoo.
I don't know what to say. McBoo. But it does. It has Link. It looks so
on the
strange.
one on the Switch?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to have to check it out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I want like the Sega one. I want them to put Shenmue and put I or the little monkey, whatever his name is.
From Super
Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were also talking about, you said the A word, and I didn't mean.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. One
by
thing.
A word, I don't mean hole.
Yeah, I'm curious because I love how my Xbox, I can say Alexa, and it turns it on.
We're whispering that because we're not the kind of people who is going to make your devices go off.
Ours will go
that.
off. But yeah, when you go, Alexa, turn on my Xbox, and she does it, and I'm like, that's so sweet. And I'm wondering if PlayStation's finally going to allow you to, hey, turn on my Xbox.
Yeah, have that integration.
So that would be neat. So I'm looking forward to see if it's smart home integrated, because I love smart home everything. So that was it, guys. This one, we're getting back into the swing of things, and we want to thank you all for listening to the Introverts Supercast featuring Beatbox Ton and Dee Dee Mega Doo Doo. Y'all have a good night. Peace.